What's going on, guys? It's Michael Gascon, the horse guru, and I'm here today to talk to you about saddles. And I'm going to take you through my whole lifetime of saddles, my experiences, and the reason I ride what I ride. So I was raised in Pasofinos. Pasofinos are the world's smoothest horse. And I was raised in a show ring, so they were very trained, very smooth. So my depiction of what I needed was a little off. So if you come right over here, this is the first saddle that I ever got. My father gave this to me. It's older than I am. It's a McClellan. You see it has a little pad on top, weighs next to nothing, has no real support, really comfortable if you're riding a horse that's not going anywhere. When I started my colt starting and clinician career, this is the saddle that I had. I started warm bloods, I started quarter horses, I started Mustangs in this. I thought that colt starters were some ungodly alien creation, that they must be so sticky and I must be so horrible, because to hold on to a horse riding in this thing was very difficult, to say the least. So much so that I took it and I actually won my first colt starting competition with it, and that's when things changed for me. This is my championship saddle. When did I get this? Back in 15. This is the first time that I ever got a Western saddle. And it's a wade, which means it's a roping saddle, has a big horn, and it's rough out. And I remember when I won this and I took it home, I decided, okay, I'm not just gonna leave it, I'm gonna actually ride in it. I remember riding it and thinking, oh my goodness, this is so much easier to ride sketchy horses and start horses and work horses. They can't get me out of this thing. They'll never get me out of this thing. Boy, was I wrong. Though this is a much better, big upgrade to that saddle, I still didn't realize how much I can improve from there. So I've been traveling all over the country. Over the past 5 years, I've been to 18 countries, working all these problem horses. I was in Australia and I worked a Percheron stock horse cross, a 3-year-old stud colt. And just looking at the horse, it's one of those horses you say, oh, he's gonna be a rank waspy, as they say. He's gonna buck. Well, they put me in this little bitty saddle, and it was an Australian stock saddle. And I remember the wings were up past my belly button. The wings were so big. And it was probably like a 14. So even though I don't have a butt, it was grabbing my butt real tight. And it was rough out. And I remember that horse put his head down and his tongue flew out of his mouth and he started barking like a dog. And I remember in that moment thinking, wow, this is so easy. Well, what I found is the second I come back from Australia, I got with a saddle maker and we went to the drawing board and I started pitching him what I envisioned that I wanted my people to ride. And I wanted them to have the same confidence that I had during that ride. And then we come to the Keister Holder. This right here is a Gascon horsemanship Keister Holder, and I love simple names, easy to remember names, so I call it the Keister Holder because it's just that. It has a real high pommel, real high cantle, everything's rough out. That means the smooth part of the leather's on the back side, the rough part of the leather's here. It has some cushion and suede seat, so everything about this makes you want to stick to it. So if you're out there trail riding, pleasure riding, doing obstacles, working colts, this saddle is designed to keep you in it. And that's just what we want to do. It's amazing how your horsemanship can go to the next level. The first one of these that I ordered, I liked it so much I started letting my students ride it. I ordered 3 more for my 3 best students. The same month that I brought these saddles in and gave them to my students, all 3 of those students simultaneously got better with their horsemanship, and they think, wow, I've made a real breakthrough. They made it simultaneously with the time that they got a saddle that they felt really confident in. Because by going through the program and getting the information, they already had the information in their head. Now you add another seat belt, if you will. You add another level of confidence, them feeling like they can't be unseated, and it's magical what you can do. When you're not worried, oh my goodness, I'm gonna die, oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall off, you can be thinking about stuff like, hey, let me pull this horse to the left. Let me disengage, let me flex, let me bend, let me give. So this is why I love this one. This Keister Holder in particular, you see it with the thicker horn. This one's gonna come out to about 36 pounds with the horn, about 30 pounds if you don't need roping. But it's the exact same look. This here is a 15-incher. I ride it a little bit small. My wade that I rode for years is a 16-inch, and that's great. It's very comfortable, but whenever horses would have an issue or bolt, buck, dart, there was play and movement. When I got into a saddle at the time that I thought was a little too small for me, it was just actually fitted to me. Now, when I ride this and I ride horses on obstacles and trail rides and go places, there's nowhere for me to go. So it's fitted to me, and it just boosts my confidence level to another level that I didn't have before. And I think back, I really appreciate those saddles of the past because they really taught me how to just hold on to anything. But now I'm getting spoiled, and this is what I like to use. And again, I like to use it because it's designed to keep you in. If you're out there and you are jumping, this is not the saddle for you. If you're out there, you're doing dressage, this is not the saddle for you. Likewise, if you're out there on the trail, you don't need a dressage saddle. You don't need a jumping saddle. You need something, if you're pleasure riding, doing obstacles, riding horses, enjoying, just trying to stay on your horse's back and enjoy your ride, get you something that's gonna help you do that and build your confidence, and that's the Keister Holder 3000 right here. Check them out on our website. We have the size and the fitting for you. If you ride in this thing, I'm telling you, you'll be more confident. Thank you so much for watching.